When you open a crate in Roblox Bedwars, you have a chance of getting one of these rental tickets. However, for a lot of newer players, finding a good kit to rent for solo queuing can be hard. Well, today, I'll be showing you the best kits to rent for every type of rental ticket and how to use them while solo queue. Okay, so the first one is actually the Battle Pass rental ticket. Now this is one of the most common rental tickets, so I have 3 different kits that are the best. The first one is the Gingerbread Man kit. So as you know, our gumdrop does cost 40 iron. So once we're done mining the ores, we actually want to buy the gumdrop and 2 stacks or 1 stack of block depending how many iron you have. Now the reason this kit is actually so overpowered is because we actually get rid of that fall damage and we also get a 30 HP buff. As you can tell though, it is temporary, but if you are going into a fight, it's a really good idea to just jump on this and you can just like not take any fall damage, and you also have a HP boost. Because this kit is so good with movement, we can make their way to their base like really fast. So yeah, you just want to jump around with your gumdrop and try and stall them out, and maybe if they come up onto this roof, you can actually get the bed. Just keep in mind that there is one counter to this kit, and that is spamming blocks over top of the gumdrop. So you just want to avoid letting anyone spam blocks over your gumdrop by just like moving really inconsistently so they can't predict you. You can probably take their generator like that, build out, build up, place the gumdrop. So yeah, let's move on to the next kit for the Battle Pass rental ticket. Now as you probably know, metal detector is the best economy kit. So basically the idea of this kit is just to follow this white bar and it will lead you to loot on the ground. You just press F and collect it. Now at the start of the game, the loot won't be too great, but we did actually get an emerald. So think about how overpowered that really is. For early game, we just want to be playing it safe and collecting as much loot as possible so that in the late game we can be super overpowered with stacked loot. So as you can see, there is actually quite a fair bit of metal detector loot here, and we did get 5 emeralds total off of collecting mid and also the metal detector loot. So most of the time in solo queue lobbies, you're never really going to see any other metal detectors. So we actually managed to double the loot that mid drops and 1 more emerald. And it looks like we also do have another drop at our base. And we got another emerald. Like we literally just got enough for diamond armor. And if you don't want to use the emeralds yourself, you can actually jug it to a teammate if you do have a pro teammate. As you can see, we just afforded diamond armor 2 minutes 50 into the game. And as well as that, we can also upgrade our generator to tier 1. And you might be thinking this loot is insane, but just wait till late game. You can get upwards of like 8 emeralds per drop. Just look how much loot we're getting right now. And what's better about this kit is it works for mobile players and PC players, so you don't really need that much skill to use it. So you can probably cycle your way up to a headhunter or emerald armor, and no matter how good you are at the game, you'll still be able to defeat everyone. So if you rent anything with the Battle Pass rental ticket, make it metal detector because this kit is insane. So the next kit you can rent with Battle Pass rental ticket is actually the whim kit. Now this kit does actually require a fair bit of aiming skills. If your aim isn't that good, probably don't use the whim kit. Yeah, as you know, we do spawn with a book for free, and within the first like 30 seconds, we will get one of these elemental spells. Now all we have to do is run over here, and it will spawn somewhere near mid. In this case, we have to build up to it. We just want to take it like that. Now we have a little extra ability here. Basically, the whole idea of this kit is just to spam the opponents. So yeah, 20 damage early game is actually really helpful. So just like this, we should be able to kill the opponents. And the best thing you can do is just run to mid as fast as possible and try to bow them while they're bridging to mid. So as you can tell, if you just spam them while they're going across the bridge, they won't take much knockback, but it's still a really good place where they won't expect you to be. And over time, this kit does get more overpowered, so it's not just this. There's like fire, and once you get to fire, yeah, you just become the most annoying player in the game. However, if you don't have the aim, I don't recommend using this kit. Especially if you're mobile, it does become a little bit harder. So if you're not that confident in your skill, use metal detector because it's definitely one of the best beginner kits that you can rent. Now, we're going to move on to the regular rental tickets. If you want to see the best kits for the all rental ticket, make sure to stick till the end. Alright, so now we're going to be showing you the best kits for the fighter rental ticket. And as you'll see, the first one is the Lumen kit. What we're going to do is we're just going to grab a stone sword and a couple blocks. We're going to make our way over to the middle. And all we want to do is just collect the emeralds. Alright, so now that we've collected 3 emeralds, we're just going to recall home. Then once we get our iron, we're just going to want to get a few more blocks. Once a little bit of time has passed, we're just going to come back to mid. And then wait for the next emerald drop. We just need 1 more to be able to afford the Lumen sword. Okay, now we can recall since we got that emerald. Now all we need to do is take our iron. We're going to get an iron sword, go back into there, and this will change to a light sword. We buy that, and before we leave, we just want to make sure that we do have iron armor and a decent amount of blocks. So now that guards are about to spawn, this is our time to load up the sword. So what we want to do is we just want to launch our attack at the guardians, like this, And as you can see, the ability is loading up. And don't hit them with your macro like that, because it actually doesn't load up your sword. You just want to hit them like this, and boom, we just unlocked our ability. Now, as you can see, we have this insane charge, which can just do like so much damage. And remember, this trick does actually work on Guardians, the Titan, Marina, or just any usual player with HP. Now we can just use it on a player like that in combination with the damage it does as a normal sword. And our next kit for the fighter rental ticket is Lassie. To get our lasso, we must get 30 iron. As you know, that's not too hard considering that there are ores. Now this kit is actually pretty underrated. If you can hit your shots, this kit becomes insane. So once we got our lasso, we can actually lasso like any players towards us and kill them very easily because they do get glooped. So say they're crossing the bridge, we can literally just reach them over here and pull them like that, and they can't do anything about it. They're just in the void. And early game, this can be one of the most annoying kits. Because say you're just a player trying to get to mid, but there's just this lasso standing here, just killing you repetitively like that. So just imagine this in a late game scenario. We can actually get the cloud enchant, and this becomes incredibly overpowered. So all we need to do is run over here, and just lasso them our opponent over here, and like what can you do, bro? So yeah, if you are using the lasso kit, I do recommend using cloud 100% with this. Because like you just drag people into the void and basically just fly around doing that. So yeah, that's one of the most overpowered techniques to use Lassie with. And this kit is fully rentable with the fighter rental ticket. Now I do have one more kit to show you with this rental ticket, which is going to be Adatunde. Now as you know with this kit, we do not actually get a sword, but we get our frosty hammer. Now this does actually work a little bit differently to the normal sword because it does not have the greatest hit rate. But as you can see, when we upgrade it, it will get a lot more insane. So this hammer is a little bit different to the sword because its hit rate is not very good. But as we upgrade it, it will get really insane. So this is just going to be a really short demonstration. But as you can see, it does take a while to hit them, but the damage is really good. See, we've got 3 frost crystals. So what we can do is we can actually open our hammer upgrades. Firstly, what we're going to do is upgrade the attack cooldown. Now that we've done that, you'll notice the hit rate just gets insane. So from here, we're just going to get a better attack damage. But obviously in ranked, you cannot TP people to your base. All you need to do is just make your way to mid and fight people. And just as long as you can get that attack cooldown upgrade, you'll become insanely overpowered. So all you need to do is get 1 kill on one person, and it's very easy. Just continue like that, get another attack cooldown. Yeah, and we're already shredding. We don't have to spend a single dime on upgrading it. It's just all purely based on damage. We can also get our shield per attack, which is really useful for fighting multiple people. So we do that, and we actually gain a little shield here, so when we get hit, we actually take less damage. However, we can only upgrade one thing to tier 3. So we don't actually want to upgrade our tool down to tier 3, we want to upgrade the attack damage. You'll see why in a second. So once we've actually upgraded our strength to tier 3, we can see here we've got this ability called Arctic Slam when we press the Z key. So all we're going to do is teleport over there, and then hold out our frosty hammer. And then as soon as we pearl here, we're going to press Z, and look what it does. Instantly, just like that, it's gone. And we can get the bed so free. So just the entire defense gets destroyed by that. You can probably already tell how overpowered and underrated this kit actually is. Not many people use it because they don't understand how the attack cooldown can actually be abused. Basically, the entire game-winning thing is the fact that we got a single kill at mid, and then all we needed to do was upgrade the attack cooldown. And then our hammer basically just becomes a sword but with better damage. So our next category is the Destroyer rental ticket. And the best kit to rent for this is actually going to be the Davy kit. So when we spawn in, we actually get a free TNT. So we can just use that on one of these ores and mine the other one. And then all we need is to buy a cannon. And you might not be able to afford it, but you can buy some blocks. So basically what you want to do is you just want to place down your cannon and aim it towards the diamonds. This is called taxing your teammates. Basically your teammates can just launch over to the diamonds, and then once they're all there, you can break the cannon and you can go over to emeralds or diamonds if you choose. It's much more worth it to go to emeralds because not many people will be here. Also your cannon does give you a good advantage of movement. And also I'm on 20 HP, so we just want to hold off from cannoning for a little bit. Once I reach sort of 60 HP, I'll cannon again. Alright, let's go. So I'm just going to wait for this countdown to be over real quick. We don't take any more damage. Unfortunately, I will take some fall damage, but that's all good. We come back with our emeralds that we earned. And the next upgrade I would recommend buying is a stone pickaxe, because that makes it a lot easier and a lot faster to use your cannon. As you can see, I do one tap it instead of having to tap it twice. This kit is also extremely useful for bed breaking as well, because as you know, it is a movement kit. Even though this kit is in the destroyer category, it is still one of the best movement kits. As you can see, we made it to their base super fast. We can have a chance of breaking their bed. Not only is this kit really good for economy or cycling, but it's also insane for movement. For the range category, the kit is going to be Lila, but I have already done the Lila kit in my previous video, so if you want to check out how to use that kit, it is in the video before this. For the movement category, we have the Triton kit. So all we have to do with this kit is just buy a Triton and a stack of blocks. We don't even have to bridge to mid at all, we just have to use our ability like this, and we can climb up. So all we need to do is just basically bypass the enemy's base. So as soon as we can make it to around here, we just want to latch onto this tree like so. We just want to sit there for a second so we can climb up. And most players won't expect a Triton to just randomly leap into their base. So what we're going to do is like that, and just launch ourselves right to the bed so we can break it. Now obviously when you're breaking a bed, you don't want to be standing still. So you're just going to like walk around it like this and like jump around, so it's much harder to track. And if we want to make a quick escape, we can just dump down here like that. And they probably thought I was going to fall in the void there. Alright, now for the tank category, we have Elder Tree. Now basically all we need to do with this kit is buy some blocks. Now as you can see already, there is a bunch of orbs over here at mid. So we're just going to go and collect them. So it's only 1 minute into the game and I already have 172 HP, which means I'm basically leather armor. If I get another one, already at 183. While you're collecting these orbs, you also want to try and get emeralds. And basically what we're going to try and save for is a crossbow. And all we want to be doing early game is just to be getting lots of HP and trying to get the crossbow. Once we can afford it, we're just going to buy some arrows, a sword, and blocks. Because as you know, we cannot actually buy armor as the Elder Tree. So basically all we need to do now is just stall and try and hit as many shots on all the other players. It's actually pretty easy to do because aiming is actually not that hard with Elder Tree. All you got to do is just aim a little bit higher than what you would normally aim. Like that. And basically if anyone tries to fire you, you just want to spam build up. And if they build up to you, you can just jump down, and that takes like barely anything off of their HP. And if they jump down, they'll literally get one tapped. And for the economy class, we have Milo. So for this kit, all we need to buy is an axe and 2 sets of blocks. And this is another bypassing kit. So we're just going to build all the way to here and then enable our Milo ability, so we don't need to really build anymore. So usually there will be some players over here. So what you want to do is just sit behind here and wait for them to come over around here, or you can quickly use the speed ability to run, and it's highly likely that they will have already built their bridge by the time you get there. So you just want to sneak over here, you want to quickly bypass their bed like that. And most of the time you should have some blocks spare, so we're just going to come up here and turn into the roof. And now they won't even know I was here. Now this strategy is super effective in like low rank lobbies, so a lot of them don't even know what a Milo is, so they just assume like it's a glitch or something. See if the shield's gone? As you can see, it is. So we're just gonna go off our ability. If we jump down here, we should be able to get the bed. So our next kit class is gonna be Marina. As you'll notice, we spawn with 1 jellyfish. So there's one of 2 strategies we can use with this. It's either to bed defend and sit at base, or just camp at mid. And basically when you camp at mid, you get a ton of resources for free, because anyone that comes near you will get 1 tap. Now as you can see down here, we're actually about to get our 2nd jellyfish, which means we can make our way to mid. So we're just going to place our jellyfish in blocks like this. So once you have all your jellyfish here, you can actually just use them and they're already half HP. So basically nobody can come to mid but you. Yeah, so this kit is certainly annoying. So yeah, we'll move on to the next category, which is going to be Trinity. So this is a kill based kit. So I'm going to quickly TP in my ult here. And as you can see, every single time we do damage, we're actually going to get a little bit of an increase on our tier. So we can change between light and void, I think it is. But it does have a 25-second, 30-second cooldown. So as you can see, we're upgrading our void ability. As soon as we get our 5th kill, we are at Angelic Tier 3. So when we switch to our Light Angel, it is actually a little bit different. So as you can see here, with the Light Angel, we do get a little bit of a HP boost. So if you know how to use Trinity right, this is certainly an OP juggling kit that is really unstoppable. So our final category is going to be the all rental ticket. So you don't actually lose the axe when you die, which is really good. And as well as that, this kit is good for movement, bed breaking, jugging, and cycling all at once. Absolutely insane for clutching. Look, if I build up all the way here, use my axe, I don't take any full damage. So say I'm 1-tap, I can actually use my axe to take the other person's HP, as well as gaining HP. And as well as that, the movement is insane for it. Like, how are you meant to track that? And our final kit for the all rental ticket is Sigrid. So all we really need to do with this kit is just get a couple blocks and make our way to their base. And as you can see, we're super fast on our Sigrid horse. We do have to unequip it, and we need build. That's okay because the cooldown is pretty short. And as you can see, we can jump around, and as soon as they get off the bed, and while we're on the horse, we can actually still mine the bed, so that makes it way harder to hit. So yeah, this kit is pretty simple, pretty easy to use. The basis of it is just that the horse is really fast and is good movement. As well as that, it does have its little charge attack ability, which is not that useful considering it only does like 16 damage. So if you guys did enjoy this video or want to see more solo queue strategies and tips, make sure to like and subscribe.